A nice straight entry for Aadya. Unfortunately, Paprika had her hind leg back, so it wasn't a perfect halt. There's some lengthening of strides here in the trot, which the horse could lengthen a little bit more. And there's a 10-meter vault, followed by a shoulder in on the 3/4 line, which means that's a higher degree of difficulty than if she had done it on the track itself, because the horse has nothing to, the horse and the rider has nothing to, keep on looking for the straight line. There's an S, so a half 10-meter vault to the left, followed by a half-meter vault to the right, and the transition to walk. And there is the walk on the long rein. The horse's nose could go more to the front rather than a nice walk. Nose, as I said, could have gone a little bit more frontwards from the beginning onwards. And we're waiting for the transition. And Aadya has done the freestyle more often, so she just halted and waited for the canter music to start, rather than starting to canter without the music having started. Since the judges don't know what the test actually looks like, she's just supposed to do the movements in whatever order. That's a very smart move to do. Counter canter. Good transition to a simple change. She had a couple of steps of trot in the downward transition, but upwards it was clear. There's a lengthening of the strides and canter. Now we need to see the counter canter on this side, which she's doing again, not only on a straight line but on a half 20-meter circle. With a transition, with a simple change here. Again, the problem that she went through trot into the walk. Normally it has to go from canter to 3 to 5 steps of walk, and then up to canter again. And the transition to the trot. And another lengthening of strides and trot. And the shoulder in on the 3/4 line again, with the leg yield out. now the last center line.
Hi, I'm Aadya. I rode the freestyle today with my horse Paprika in the elementary test. So we started out with a good tempo, but I think in the middle of the test I sort of ahead of the music a little bit. But yeah, so I think it's the first test, so as we compete more in the upcoming surge shows, then I think it's gonna get better. Overall, I think it felt good. My strong points were, it went pretty well today, but there are still some movements which need a lot of work to do. Hopefully in the coming surge shows that we'll work on those and come back stronger.